Moving on to Asian news. A massive blaze at a fireworks factory in the southern Indian states has at least claimed 34 lives and injured 60 people on Wednesday. Large amounts of firecrackers and raw materials were stored in a factory with major Hindu festivals weeks away. The fire started in a small room packed with workers and it instantly spread to other factory rooms, causing massive explosions. A police officer said some tried to escape, but nearby warehouses also caught fire and exploded, while some tried to help others and got trapped in the thick smoke. Rescue workers and firefighters initially could not get into the building as fire raged hard and explosions continued. Officials said there were 34 dead bodies taken to hospitals, as well as many badly burnt survivors. The police were trying to trace the factory owner as he faces possible charges of culpable homicide. A Chinese man has been arrested for swallowing a 1.5 carat diamond at a gem exhibition in Sri Lanka. The 32-year-old man was behaving suspiciously and caught the exhibitor's attention. When the exhibitor walked closer to him, the Chinese man snatched and swallowed the diamond. The diamond weighed about 1.5 carats and is worth 1.8 million Sri Lankan rupees. After the man swallowed the diamond, police and exhibitor took him to Colombo National Hospital and the X-ray test confirmed the diamond was inside his stomach. He was then taken to custody. Sri Lanka does not mine diamonds, but it has a thriving gem industry. Facets Sri Lanka 2012 is the island's nation's annual largest gem and jewellery exhibition, and it attracts a large number of local and foreign buyers. A North Korean media has a rare attack to a Chinese mining company, accusing it of being a nightmare to do business with. A North Korean spokesman said Siyang has only carried out 50% of its investment obligations and 4 years have passed since the contracts took effect. On the other hand, the Chinese mining company Siyang Group had an investment of more than $37 in the project of processing iron ore powder, but said it stopped after facing unreasonable demands. The company also said that North Korea violated its own investments laws, telling Reuters news agency that it had been cheated. The row comes amid signs that North Korea could be trying to revive its economy. Now moving on to sports news. Andy Roddick had to bid farewell to his many fans when the American was beaten by the Argentina's Juan Martín del Potro in the 4th round at the US Open tennis.
Roddick surprisingly announced his retirement last week, saying the US Open would be his last major tournament. But unfortunately he took a fairy tale ending by going on to win when the curtain came down on his career with a forehand error. Del Potro went on to win 6-7, 7-6, 6-2 and 6-4. 30-year-old Roddick had a good start, winning the rain-delayed first set in a tiebreak, much to the delight of his fans. But he couldn't stay the pace with Del Potro's big-hitting game. The Argentinian will face the second seed and defending champion Novak Djokovic in the quarterfinals. Roddick was the last American to win a US Open Grand Slam title in 2003 and was ranked number 1 in that year.
The All Whites play New Caledonia tonight as a step towards qualifying for the 2014 World Cup.
New Caledonia were the Kiwis' worst nightmare in June when they beat them to dump the All Whites out of the Oceania Nations Cup and cost the Kiwis $1 million. The All Whites were heavily criticized after that Nations Cup when they struggled with the pace and fitness of all the Pacific Island sides. Coach Ricky Herbert has named a full-strength squad for the first 2 games, away and then at home on the North Shore, including captain Ryan Nelson of English Premier League side Queen's Park Rangers and West Ham United's Winston Reid. New Caledonia have won the last 2 South Pacific games in 2007 and 2011 and boast a solid home record.
Italian legend Alessandro Di Piero has signed a 2-year deal with the Sydney Football Club with €2 million per season and will play against Wellington Phoenix at the Westpac Stadium next month.
Del Piero was available on a free transfer after Juventus did not renew his contract, leaving the 37-year-old Italian to continue his career in Sydney. Before he made the decision, Liverpool had made a late offer on Tuesday, but he snubbed the offer and chose to join Sydney FC instead, Del Piero said that he would be an Australian for the next 2 years, and he thought Australia would be the best place for him after Italy. Del Piero will become the highest paid athlete in Australia's 4 football codes, including rugby league, rugby union and Australian rules. He insisted his joining Sydney is to win titles and trophies for the club.
Now moving on to our Happy Diner, introducing and reviewing your favourite restaurants in Auckland.
The bits from pork and beef are mixed with yellow pepper, ginger and garlic rice in a pot. The pepper scent permeates the entire kitchen. We normally have these bits and pieces with hot pot, but today we will try a new method, a griddled way. The red chilli surrounds the bits. Wonder what would happen when the secret sauce joins the mix.
If you like scalded aorta, here's a good place for you. If you've tried it once, you'll love it. Why is it so tasty? The chili and cumin made the meat crispy. In New Zealand, we only eat it with hot pot, but in this restaurant, we can eat it in 2 ways. Besides griddle, we can also add soup to transform it into hot pot.
The bits are briefly heated with water in the wok. Then various spices and herbal blend are added to marinade. At the end, the chef will add the secret sauce to the mix.
After you finish it, you can then eat it with hot pot or in griddle way. It tastes sweet, so if you like spicy, you can come and try.
There are all kinds of snacks and desserts available as well.
Reviewing your favourite restaurants